Welcome to DME Services. I'm Steve Alcorn, an FAA designated mechanic examiner in Winter Haven, Florida, and this is my wife, Joanne. We're here to help you achieve your goals of becoming an airframe and power plant mechanic. Joanne?
I'm the first person that you will see. You'll be bringing your paperwork, and I'll talk about what that is in a moment. But I will be preparing the package of materials that you will use, and Steve will use, during the test. The paperwork that you're expected to bring are 2 original copies of the 8610. Those will be signed by an FAA inspector. Second, your identifications. You'll be bringing a passport and a visa. If you are a U.S. citizen, only your driver's license is required. You'll also bring your FAA knowledge test results. And these sheets will be collected. We'll make copies of them because we split up and create packages at the end of your test. Part of it goes to the FAA, part of it is retained by ourselves, part of it will come back to you. Once we have that package, then I turn you over to Steve, and I'm going to let him tell you about the test itself.
Before you arrive, I'll download a test. It'll be specific to the rating that you're here to obtain.
Let me tell you a little bit about the test and how it's organized. The test is in segments. You have a general, an airframe, and a power plant. And that is divided into 10 sections. A total of 44 subjects are used. Now, normally you would separate the test into general and airframe, and then later take the power plant portion. So I'm going to be talking about how the test itself is structured. You'll get a series of questions. The general will be divided into an oral and a practical. The airframe will have 2 sections, oral and practical, a total of 4 sections there. And then the power plant, again, has 2 oral and 2 practical sections. When you take the questions, the subjects, and you get your questions for each subject, you will be looking to go for a 70% success rate. If you get 4 questions correct, that's 100%. If you get 1 and you miss 1, no problem, that is still over 70%. So on the oral, each of the subjects you will go through and you will be trying to get 70%. It may be 4 questions, or Steve may ask some additional questions so that you can achieve that 70%. If you miss 1 of those subjects, you'll just continue to the next section and start that section again. Each section is achieved by itself. If you pass a section, it's good for 2 years. You never have to retake that. So you will take each of the sections, and once you're done with the oral, then you'll move on to the practical portion where there are projects set up for you to take. And I'm going to let Steve tell you about those.
Let me introduce you to the facility. When you do your practical test, we provide all the manuals, all the reference materials that you're going to need to successfully do your practical test. If you have a question, feel free to ask. We also let you know that our torque wrenches are not calibrated. This is just for the purpose of testing. We use some of the latest tools. We have the new digital torque wrenches from Snap-on to introduce you to. Our micrometers are not calibrated, but remember, just for the purposes of testing. Should a sheet metal project have been selected for you, here's all your sheet metal tools. We also have the rivets, selection of rivets. We have sheet metal guns, different sets, selection of twist drills, everything you need to perform the project to completion. Remember, you're not going to get a project on everything, but should you, here's the battery bench. We have battery chargers. We have also a computer should you need it. And we have a selection of batteries. Should a landing gear question be selected for you, we have a landing gear mock-up. Go ahead and turn it on, Joanne. Thank you. What's nice about this, it's already up in the air. You're in air conditioning. The manuals are readily available for you to troubleshoot and perform the task that was asked for you. Welcome to the power plant room. We're fortunate to have a large selections of engines for you to test on. We have a Continental TSI 0360, we have an Allison 250, we have a Lycoming 0235, and a CJ 610 engine. Just like the other room, we have the reference material and a workstation for you to stay in the air conditioning.
Thank you for joining us today and getting to know DME Services. We enjoy this business. We enjoy being part of your career and your advancement. If we can ever help you understand things better, give us a call. One of the other things that we enjoy doing is flying ourselves. Behind me is my airplane. It is a Cessna 172.
Joanne, don't be modest. Tell them about your 11 years as a racer.
One of the things that has been fun is to actually be part of the longest running air race. It's called the Air Race Classic. It's a 4-day transcontinental air race, and I've been able to do it 11 times. So.
And if you have any questions, feel free to call. We're rooting for you to be successful.